All right, all right, all right. Welcome back to the Crypto Factor. Welcome back to your favorite cryptopreneurship show. My name is Paul, and today we're going to be talking about the massive crypto pump we saw from $112,000, as well as altcoins and the potential incoming dump. We're going to be talking about that, answering your questions, shedding light on the charts with my bald head that's reflecting from everywhere. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so how is everybody? Where is everybody tuning in from? What are you drinking? Today I am drinking, this is actually sparkling water. I know it's pink. It's pink because I put electrolytes in it because you have to stay hydrated. So this is a zero sugar electrolyte drink because I'm trying to stay healthy after I ate 2 ice creams. But regardless, that's what I'm drinking. What are you drinking? Coffee, says Harley Z. Awesome. People asking questions already, just anticipating, just want to get those questions in. What are you drinking, man? Anyway, let's get into it. Look, let's get into this live stream. Let's look at the charts. By the way, not a financial advisor, not financial advice, obvious. You should read the disclaimer in the description down below. Also some really cool links in there. Now, let's go straight to the charts. I'll answer your questions in the chat after. But we are now sitting, when it comes to Bitcoin, we are sitting at $114,500. And when we broke this candle up here, I actually said we're going to be waiting for more downside. And I was calling for 112,000. As a matter of fact, I told you, once we get 112,000, there are 2 scenarios. If you're watching last week on the live stream, if you're watching my videos, you would know this. But around 112,000 right here, this is what we're calling for. We're calling for a dump, and either we would bounce from this, or we would go under, but get a snap and crack. And if that happens, I told you to buy aggressively and set your stop loss right under here. The third scenario I was saying is we dump, we come back up, and then we retest 110K, which will probably break if it does, and we will go to the low 100s. That's why when everybody was saying to watch 110K, I was saying no, 112,000 is much more important. So while everyone's telling you, almost everyone was telling you 110K is the line in the sand, no, it's 112K. Because if 112K breaks and snaps and cracks, perfect buying opportunity. But if that becomes resistance and it goes from 10 to 12K and ranges, usually when you have a trend and there's a range, it breaks towards of the trend. And if we went under 112, the trend would be down, or at least temporarily. So we would go for the low 100s. Plus, we would get there quite fast, quite aggressively if we did. So that's why I was calling for 112, a much safer play, much more strategy, and more correct. Even if you look at the charts over here, people will look at 110K, which was this resistance, let's say, and support over here. But this essentially is false because of this one right here. I mean, did we forget about this one? Right? This was the previous low, right? And that would have formed a double bottom potentially as well. So why look at this one down here? That's just too simple, right? And yes, we're talking about rounding up numbers and going to the closest psychological number, but 112,000 is psychological number. The actual price you were looking for was like 111,900 or something. So this was a perfect call. Now, that said, let's delete all this. See this line, this yellow line over here? This is the factor line calling to buy right here. So even the factor line, it told you to buy. This is an SFP pie. This is a swing trade. If you got in down here, you would have stayed in. You wouldn't have got out at all. But once we came down here, it called you to buy. So the factor line actually gave you a swing position. And that's what we did. Now this is, of course, Bitcoin. Now let's look at Ethereum. Now in my group, In my group, I actually said, if you were in my group, my private group, the VIP Factor, I actually said Ethereum charts looking better. If you're going to buy, if you're going to get in on the dip or buy the snap and crack, get Ethereum. It was better. It was just a much better, cleaner chart. I mean, look at this. And it's already up here doing extremely well. You can see it's powerful. It broke this range with conviction. So look what we did here. This is a range that we called, and the factor I also said right here. Came back down, met the range. Such an easy play. Boom, range, bounce off the range. And it looks like it's about to break out. And if it breaks up here, which I think it is, it almost has, with any volume whatsoever, and with any momentum, it's done. You have blue sky breakout, price discovery again. So we're looking at Ethereum, what, 6K or so from here, maybe more. If you do a measured move, we could do that another time. Some people will take the measured move from down here. I would take it from the higher of this range over here, but there's different ways of doing it. But right now, yeah, we're looking, and we are on track for a 6K Ethereum, and I believe my call was 8 to 10K by the end of this bull market, and I think that will happen. So Ethereum looking powerful. And as a matter of fact, if you want to get even deeper, and this is actually quite important, so I'm going to do this. Ethereum obviously being the best bet here. If you look at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, I mean, Ethereum broke this range over here. Boom, see? Like, let's extend that, right? We'll extend this here. Broke it with conviction. We told you to buy down here. We actually called the bottom of Ethereum on this channel multiple times, on Twitter, in the group, on the community page on YouTube. I was telling you, Ethereum, Ethereum, Ethereum. We called the lows perfectly before they even got there. I told you, Ethereum killing it. People called me crazy. I also called for a selective alt season. One extended from a mini alt season before the summer, one after the summer. And I said that the extended alt season before the summer is going to be selective alt season. What are we getting? We're killing it here. So really, if you haven't subscribed yet, if you haven't hit the bell notification button, if you have not liked this video yet, what are you waiting for? You're listening to your favorite influencer that's getting you wrecked over and over again, or get some lucky calls. Or why? Why are you watching them? Because of your bias, because you want it to be easy, you want to hold what he says, or they say, or it says, or whatever they identify themselves with nowadays, right? And you're getting wrecked because you are not looking for what you need to hear. You're looking for what you want to hear, and you want to hold those bags. And oh my God, I don't want to sell these because they might go up and they might go to the moon. And if I sell them, and you're getting wrecked. You're missing an entire cycle here because you're stubborn and a noob. Sorry, it's the truth. A lot of people saying I'm frustrated. I get frustrated and this and that. Well, look, dude, it doesn't change my life. This is changing your life. These are free videos. Yes, I have links in the description down below if you want to support, if you want to take it to another level. It's how I live. It's one of my incomes. I have several ways I make money. But these videos are free. These calls are free. You don't have to pay for these. So put me side by side to other influencers. See what I say, see what they say. See who has better calls, not just one call, 10 calls. And just see which one got 80, 90% right or 60% right or whatever, and then follow them. This is your money, this is your chance, this is life. You can change your life with crypto. But do you want to change it for the better or the worst? Because a lot of people are getting it worse, right? Anyway, looking at alts. Let's talk about alts and let's see if there's a potential dump coming. Today, I got into more Ethereum and Solana. And I do believe that SWI is going to start catching up as well, and the Bitcoins, and then we're going to shift to the mids and the lows. I think we're going to go back into a normal cycle. Hype also very well here, very good here. We're very big on hype. Pengu should play catch up pretty soon. This is our alt-season bag. And when I say alt-season, I mean the pre-summer one. This might change next week for the next one, because I said the one after the summer, after a dump, is going to be a full-blown alt-season. We'll see if it's going to be this one in just 1 second. Bear with me, okay? If you want to see all the alt seasons, all the altcoins I'm holding, take a screenshot so I don't have to call these out one by one and waste everybody's time. Also these ones, because we have 2 folders. But the ones I'm holding more aggressively for right now, and this can change any time, are these. And I also added ENA, and I also added, where is it? ETH5 not too long ago, at the 112 mark when we broke, and it's doing extremely well. So, altcoins now taking a breather, and this looks red here, but don't forget they ran up pretty well. And with Ethereum and Solana looking strong over here, this actually signals that we might be actually being able to see an extended alt season or a continuation of this alt season. Will it go to a full-blown alt season? I'm not sure if this will extend from into a full-blown alt season, or if we're going to dump first, then get a full-blown alt season towards the end of the year. We may have a shorter bull market. We may get a dump before. When is the dump coming? I don't know. I called a dump in August. We got the dump. From 124,000 all the way to 112, just under 112,000. Is it over? I don't know. It's a wait and see. I'll explain the strategy in just 1 second. But we called it. And I even said 17th of August as a joke, as in, let's see how if I can get it on the day. And I guess it was a very big difference on the 17th of August. I even said 17th to the 20th. This was months ago. So we got the perfect call. Again, you're not subscribed. I don't know what the hell you're doing. Like I don't know what to do. Like all I ask for is a sub and like. Please, man, give me a sub and like. Just kidding. Anyway. So, essentially, let's see what happens. So what do you do? What's your strategy? It's quite simple. Your strategy here is to look at the Bitcoin chart and the Ethereum chart. I would look at the Bitcoin chart and the Ethereum chart. Overall, right? There's other things you can look at. And I would make sure, see this gold line and the factor line called? And we anticipate, actually called it after we got this, by the way. I would make sure that we don't drop price under this. If Bitcoin goes under and starts going down, even if altcoins go up for a while, you should be extremely cautious. Because alts can overtake and go down even more faster than Bitcoin. And that's what you need to look at. This is the line in the sand. When it comes to Ethereum, let's go back to Ethereum real quick. The line in the sand is 4K psychological, which is here. Right? And we were calling this a big cup and handle. No one, I haven't seen anyone call it this, but this was a cup. Right? Almost got right there at the top. Handle. And look what happened. Boom. And now we should go higher. So, you could do an expected range or expected for ETH, like how high it can go. Measure this from the lows or something. Add it to the top here. Oh, sorry, from the top of the lip here. It comes about 7,000, 8,000, I think. But maybe a little bit more. So it falls right in line with our projection of 8 to 10K by the end of the year. Does it have to be exact? No, we don't have to do it exact. You don't have to stress yourself. This is it. This is the move. So, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm eyeing. And I'm here to answer your questions in the chat. Can't hear you. Good now. Can't hear you. Can everyone hear me? What do you mean there's no sound? Paul, your streaming is cracking up. I didn't even know this. That's kind of weird. So what did you hear? What did you not hear? Because I don't know what to repeat right now. Shit. Let's see when this, when my sound stopped. Your streaming can't hear you, no sound, connection. So it was probably, more than likely, that was 5 minutes ago. So essentially you missed a very big part of TA. So did you hear the part about the 112,000 snap and crack? If you heard the snap and crack, I know where to continue from and what we're expecting for alt season and alts. It didn't stop for you. Your sound never stopped. Okay, my sound never stopped. Okay, good. Okay, so we're good. All right. So if you are watching this now and you'd missed something, maybe go back, watch the repeat of the video, and then you'll get that info. That said, if you're wondering what I'm using as an indicator, it's called the factor line. And no, you can't get it. Just want to make sure I have sound. It was cracky. Okay, but you hear everything. I get it. All right, so this is the factor line. And you can check this out. This comes, a lifetime subscription of the factor line comes with the Invest, Trade, and Think Like the Crypto Factor course. I need to update this video, but this is my course here. Teaches you how to invest, trade, and think. And look, I'm telling you right now, a lot of stuff you hear online, a lot of stuff that people say online about how to do TA, it's wrong. It's completely wrong. I'm telling you right now. So watch that course. It's an expensive course. It's not free, but it comes with a factor line. It teaches you how to invest, trade, and think like me. You don't have to get it. I still have these free videos, but if you want to level yourself up and actually be able to trade on for yourself, get a second income and actually make something of yourself, that's the way to go. Right? You got to learn. So if you want to learn, it's there. If you just want to get free calls, I'm here, but it will not advance you as a human being or take you to the next level. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. All right, let's have a look at some of your questions here. By the way, Bill S., thank you so much for the super chat so I can actually see it. I wasn't looking at the screen, but I really appreciate the super chat. Maybe I should pretend that, so, you know, maybe I should pretend myself. That way people can actually send super chats, and then I can see them, and then I can fix if that makes sense. How about that? Obviously, I was doing that as a joke, okay? There's nothing wrong with my sound. Okay, but anyway. Let's go see if you have any questions here. Chuck, looking forward to the one-on-one on Tuesday. So am I, man, but we have like 3 or 4 people on Tuesday, Chuck. But yeah, it's going to be fun, man. I came back to Athens. I was going to go to my beach house. I didn't come back. I was going to go to my beach house. Ended up not going. My best friend's getting married. I'm the best man. We have to do some traditional stuff in Greece. So we ended up staying here, and I'm just putting some work in. Maybe I go to my beach house in a couple of days or next week. But then I have that German trip. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. Chris says, I need a massive dump so I can get in. So we should get a dump. I don't think we got a big enough dump yet. We did get a dump. We called it. But I don't think it's big enough. So I think it's probably going to we're probably going to get a bigger one in September. Question is how high we're going to get. Probably 128, 130,000. Maybe 140. I don't think so. Then we're going to have a massive dump. And then we're probably going to go up. That's what I'm expecting. Because this dump just wasn't big enough. It might even happen now. I'm not telling you to get out or anything like that. It's a wait and see approach at this point, right? We can't be sure. Right? We can't be sure right now. Am I still live? I'm not even sure I'm live right now. Let me see. Am I live or am I not live? Because this is no. You're live. I'm live. Okay, yes. And you can hear me properly. Okay, so there's an issue over here, I guess. With my... there you go. All right. So this should be working now. And you should be able to hear me. Okay. Your back's still glitching. You are... Okay, it's not a me problem. It's YouTube or internet problem. If I'm glitching, okay? Just so you know. I don't know why I would be glitching. Let me put down my air conditioner as well, by the way, because it's getting a bit too much here. All right, so you can hear me properly. So, okay, so essentially, what was I saying now? Now I don't know what I was saying. But yeah, we should get a dump. I don't think we had a big enough dump, so I am expecting one in September. We might go up to the 128,000 level first before we get it, if that makes sense. So, Chris, you might actually get your wish. The video says it's good for fasting. Yeah, turned from gym lols. That is water for me. Tuned in from Jim. Oh, you tuned in from Jim. There you go. Just get those gains, man. Trying to get one of these? Huh? Trying to get one of these, babies? I'm not defined at all, though. I gotta get some definition going here. I'm being stupid. Anyway. Tea's good. In Dubai, drinking milk. I'll be in Dubai in October, by the way. October the 28th till about November something. I'll be at Blockchain Life. You can come meet me there if you want. I have huge discounts for tickets, by the way, for Blockchain Life in Dubai and for Germany. All you have to do is go to cryptofactor.net. Here, let me check you out. Let me help you out. You go to cryptofactor.net. You go to blog over here. And look, meet me at Conference 2025 in Germany. I'll be speaking. If you click this, it has a link. And Blockchain Life as well in Dubai. You can also click this. August. Let's see when this is. Yeah, so 28th and 29th October. I'll be there for a week though. And if you click, and you can actually get your discounted prices by clicking this link here. So cryptofactor.net, that's my website over here. You can actually visit, check it out, see what I'm doing, but also get discounts by going to blog. Drinking apple cider vinegar with water. Awesome, man. That's really good for you, by the way. Jennifer of the Sea says, yes, so healthy. Can you look at Cookie? How low? I can look at Cookie. I can't tell you how low, but I can look at Cookie real quick. Because we are actually in Cookie. And I do believe, let's have a look here. So it looks like, sorry about that. So let me just delete this. So it looks like we did a little analysis on Cookie last time. And I said that we need to hold this. And then we came down to the bottom of this range. We got the snap and crack right here. Factor line told you to, but it looks like we're ranging in this small range over here. This has to break. So again, this has to break for us to go up. Until then, there's no point in getting into Cookie. You could wait for the break. So if this breaks and comes back down, don't. But if this breaks and makes this blue line support, then you can buy, in my opinion. Until then, there's no point to waste your time with Cookie. Even though I love Cookie, I'm holding Cookie. It's red right now. There's no reason to buy. Yes, we have a swing opportunity from the factor line, but I still would wait for confirmation for this, at least this range to break back in and make it support and go up. So that's what I'm looking at with Cookie. Rene Montenegro, what's up, Bill S. Yasu. Paul, I just stopped doing things with my lady to hit the like. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah, if you are, like, there's no excuse, please hit the like button. If you are having sex, if you're fucking right now, God knows why you would do that and watch this live stream, but I get it. But if you are, just reach out and hit the like button. It's okay, she'll understand. It's fine. Right? She won't think it's weird at all. But like, what are you doing? Like, I'm hitting the like on the crypto factors. Ooh, like him for me too. Just go ahead. Just like the video. It's okay. It's support. She'll understand. Paul, your streaming is crackling. Okay, we heard all that. Now we should be okay. Where do you see Ethereum by December? I don't know. We'll see what crypto is doing in December. I'm thinking somehow it's going to look bullish, but it might not be all-time highs. We don't know that. But it's going to look bullish. People are not going to want to sell. And then we're probably going to get another drop in January. And then either that's the end of the cycle or it's going to go back up and then down again. We'll see. It's too early to tell. Bitcoin Dom is getting that golden zone for alts. Okay, I don't look at... Oh, Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, true. What's the psychological level for Solana? Why would you be charting Solana? Solana's running when altcoins run right now, and it's just made like a thing. You could chart Solana, I guess, but... I mean, if we look at Solana Bitcoin... Sorry, I did that wrong. I mean, it's breaking out right now. That's why I said, Bitcoin is a good buy right now, and I bought some. But look at this. SFP buy, factor line gold, confirmation gold, and we just went up. And we're going to keep on going up by the looks of it. It has to break this, which it kind of broke, but it didn't maintain above it. Right here. Oh, it did. Okay, so let's see what happens with this. But yeah, it's all gold. I would get into Solana. I got into Solana without looking at the factor line, but the factor line just made everything much clearer for me right now. Solana is an extremely good play. So if Solana fails, it's very low. It's against Bitcoin, it's down here. I guess you can make an argument, to be quite honest, here. That's where I'd get worried. But yeah, so not this one. If it goes under that, makes that resistant, I'd be scared shitless. But until then, we're good. And that's, keep in mind, this is a technical overview, not technical analysis, because it needs a long time to sit there and actually look at charts. For me, especially, I need to take my time, look, study. So there's not TA, it's more of a technical overview. Just keep that in mind. So let's see if we have any more questions here. I'm 60% iCash. I don't know why. 20% Say, 10% Arrow, 5% Ono, and 5% Memes. I'm in profit on all of these projects, holding them for long term. Should I swap some cash? I would, Franny, but like your portfolio, I know you're in profit, which means you got in early. We got out of Say and into Sui quite a while ago. Arrow is good. Cass is good. Ono is good. Memes, I don't know what you're holding, but that's on you. But when it comes to Cass, do you really want to hold 60% in Cass, even if it does well? So Caspa, if it does well, it's going to do very well. So why hold 60% and stunt your growth, and not to get into other projects like Ethereum, like Hype, like Solana, so you can get some gains. And if Cass goes up, great. But Cass might need if it's long term, why hold it? Like right now, I don't know. I'm not telling you not to hold any Cass. I'm not back into Caspa yet. But I think other coins are going to outperform at this point, at least for now. Didn't miss much, just going through your questions. How long do I think 8 to 10K? Probably by the end of the year. What low caps are you keeping an eye on? I just screenshot you here. So these are my right now coins for Altseason, but generally speaking, these ones and these ones are what I'm keeping my eye on. Take a screenshot. That's generally it. There's more that are not on crypto bubbles, but I think those are good enough. But definitely, if you want to get a little bit more technical or a little bit more specific, ones I like holding right now is ANA, right? Desync maybe, Arrow obviously, MK'd, Hype obviously, ETHFI, a couple more here. But yeah, Deep, so on. I really want to know what you think about Supra. They're about to enter. So here's the thing with Supra Crypto Banton. I like Supra. I love the SEO. I like the team because they actually helped me out. I was one of the first people to talk about Supra years ago. I got allocation for it, full disclosure. So I get free Supra every month. But I think it's got a lot of potential as a project. But I can't really comment on it because I can't really comment on it. I can comment. I think it's a good project. I think it's going to do very well. I think it's very good in RWA. But the reason you don't see it in my portfolio, you'll see it here, just to be clear, in my staking and allocations. And, out of these coins, I think Supra's going to do extremely well. I think it's going to do extremely well. It just needs some time. So let's see how it goes. But I do believe it's going to do well. I just don't know what, how, and prices and stuff, just because of the nature of this game. I think I hold some colon because it did good in the past, but right now it's not doing as good, or at least last time I checked. But I think once AI narrative comes back, it can do very well. I have interviewed Colin, I got him with the team, but when I was telling you to get out of alts and get into more Bitcoin and so on, Colin was one of the ones I kind of got out of. But I'm still have some. I didn't completely get out. Hey Paul, how is your Pionex bot? Let's have a look at my Pionex bot. That's a good idea. So I changed it around last on a dump because I wanted to see if 112 would hold, and just so we don't get liquidated. So these are my new bots, and a lot of these are experiments, and this is why I'm not really showing you this, because there's a lot of experiments. For example, this one is just down, and this is Ethereum USDT 15x neutral. And this is not supposed, I don't know why it's down like this. I guess it takes short positions. I gotta fix this range, and this is something I didn't understand. So let's see how this goes. But maybe it's buying up Ethereum because it went down, and it will sell up higher. We'll see. But everything else is doing well here. So my now 5,900, not bad. It went down to under 5,000, and then I got it up to 5,900 again. Again, this is starting with about 1,000 or 2,000 with my own funds. This is not funded. This is real money, unlike most other channels. This is actually real. It's not fake. So this is what I'm looking at right now. It's doing well. Look, I'm going to continue using Pionex regardless. I actually like it, but I do want to study it a little bit more. And yeah, also, might be a good idea to share the Pionex link because there's some bonuses that you can get up to $800 plus $50 to sign up. So let me just find that real quick for you guys. It's actually a pretty good exchange. Quick note though, but this is important. Don't use .us, Pionex.us. Use .com. So if you are in the US and you click the link, make sure you have a VPN running. So you can go to the .com, not the It's not the same thing, and the .us has a lot of problems, especially with regulations, compliance issues, and so on. So stay away from the .us version of Pionex. Only use the .com version. Use a VPN if you have to, I guess. I'm not telling you you should do it, by the way. I'm just saying you can. And also make sure you use the link. I mean, we did have a member have some issues with the .us version, so keep that in mind. I'm still waiting for them to see what's going to happen with that account. So do you think we're going to have dump, or do we already have a... I explained this, Mohammed. Come on, I explained it earlier on. I can't keep repeating, my man. I love you, man, but I can't keep repeating myself. So we had a summer dump. I don't think that summer dump is deep enough. I think we're going to have another dump that's bigger later on. But essentially we called the summer dump perfectly almost, well, on the day. So the thing is it deep enough? I don't think so. So we might have one in September. We'll see. Eden, Paracalo. Hello from California. What's up? Was it 7.8 day drop that lasted until 2 days ago enough of a drop? No, I don't think it is. And we called the drop in August, so we got it down from 104 to 124. It's still not enough. Paul, put your magic balls and tell us what to buy. I just did, man. Pay attention. I showed my screen. Do you think old altcoins have a chance? Some do, most don't. I keep on saying that. I don't know why. Would you sell? Would I sell at a loss? Yes. Because essentially, if you sell at a loss on some positions, and I'm not going to go into which ones and why. Obviously, there's some that can actually do well. But if you sell at a loss, that's also tax exemption. If in certain countries, I can't talk about tax, but if you sell at a loss, you can apply those losses in your taxes. But also, why hold losers when you can get into winners? when you know hype is doing well. Pengu, Ethereum, Solana, Sui, Deep, right? Why hold losses? And can they go up and surprise everyone? Yeah, sure, but so can the other ones. So why hold those ones? I'm not going to look at any of the coins right now. Not the one you're mentioning anyway, because I don't know where it is. Paul making love with the charts. Yeah, it takes time to do the charts. Thoughts on Edge. I'm not going to give any thoughts of other coins I'm not holding right now. How about Sui? I can talk about Sui. I think Sui is going to do well. I think it's going to surprise us. I think it's going to go $10, maybe even 20. And I do think it's going to do a Solana type move. I just don't know when. You're welcome, Crypto Banton. Hey, Paul, I hope you're doing well, my friend. My question, I should short my portfolio in upcoming bear market. You should never short. You should, because you don't know if it's going to be a bear market. You should always go by trend, but I don't like shorting, me personally. I do like getting out towards the top and then waiting for the bear to hit and go down and then start buying in the bear. It's a bit different, or trading in the bear. Are NFTs dead? They're definitely asleep. Let's see if they're actually dead. I do think they're going to make a comeback when people don't expect it. But is it going to be this run, next run? We don't know. What is my take on Pyth versus Link? I like Link better, just because it's industry standard. We got out of Pyth a long time ago. I think the Cosmos ecosystem is great, and it might make a comeback, but I don't think it's ready yet. Will ETH reach 10K? I already answered this. I said 8 to 10K, in my opinion, yes. Do you think we already answered this. Hey, Paul, good to see you looking well. Hi from sunny, what's up, man? Sunny Scotland. Thank you so much, man. Jenny of the Sea, thank you. I agree with your question. Thanks, Paul. I really appreciate your time. I'm always learning from you. You are so realistic. Thank you so much, man. I do my best. Still bullish on BeamX. So I am, but we're getting more rewards in Aether for some strange reasons. So I have to talk to my partner, Frederick, about that and see what's going on with Beam. I am bullish on Beam long term, but it has been busting our balls. For lack of a better term, it's been pissing us off. Both the rewards, but also the actual token. But let's see what happens. All right. With that said, let's make a shorter live stream today. If there's no more questions. If there are questions, please put them in the chat. I'll stick around and I'll answer them for you. No problem. Again, looking at the crypto bubbles here. We're seeing ETH a little bit higher. We're seeing some recovery here. Let's see if other altcoins will follow. But these coins that we called are doing pretty well. I think the other ones are going to follow as well. Check out the course. It's in the description down below with the factor line. Let's close that. Add me on Twitter. A lot of times I make calls on Twitter, which I just don't have time to do on YouTube. Or I could say I could do videos like this, short videos as well. So do add me on Twitter. It's MCPaulD. It's very easy. It's a check mark, right? So make sure you go to the check marked profile, MCPaulD. And if you want to see pictures of my life and what I do, because a lot of people ask me what I do in my life. Well, not really, but let's just say you do. You can see my Instagram account here. Pictures of my dog, what I do. Me showing off in cars. Me showing off of my dog. Which is actually quite funny. You know, different things, different trips, different speaking, different engagements. Birds, if you want to see bird pictures, then Instagram is the place to do it. Or if you want to see me training, whatever, with the champion, world champion, and Greek champion, Pavlos Kaponis, the diamond, you could do that on my Instagram account, which I'm trying to really pump up. So I would really appreciate it if you do. Because, which hotels I stay at, what they look like, blah, blah, blah. Basically, just really pictures you're probably not interested in, but if you want to support, see what I do. Fruit baskets, look at that. You want to see pictures of fruit? My Instagram page is the perfect page to do it, right? So yeah, you can do that there. Let's see, do we have any other questions? Are you planning to retire if your targets hit your bags in the boom? Not really. I'm not. I will probably keep. I will definitely keep streaming in the bear market. This is my life. I mean, I asked myself a question: what would I do if I was a multi-millionaire? If I did, if something happened, something clicked, I had all the money I needed. What would I do? This would be it, right? So I will continue doing this as much as I can. I was streaming when I had cancer in the hospital. I was screaming with fucking shit coming out my neck, getting chemotherapy. So I'm definitely going to stream in the bear market as well. And we're probably going to start trading in the bear market as well to help you guys trade. So do subscribe and hit the bell notification button, because that's when I'm going to get more active as a trader as well. I'm also going to start making more videos. But yeah, definitely, old fella. Yeah, follow me and subscribe. You probably already have. Get the factor line. We'll do some trades together. Casper $1 potential. What is it? What is Casper at right now? Let's have a look. I mean, it's 10. Yeah. I mean, it's not impossible. Is it probable? It could 10x if in a full-blown alt season if it's lucky, but I'm not calling it. Will I give stock advice? No, not really. I'm not really good at stock advice. I'm good at entrepreneurial advice, sales and marketing advice, and crypto advice. Not that good on stocks. I can do TA on stocks, but I don't like fundamentals. Or if that's what you mean, I don't like looking at fundamentals at all. I used to teach it. I hate it. I'm a TA guy, right? So no. What is a snap and crack? That's in my course, actually. So there's different snap and cracks. Let me show you real quick here. So there's the technical the textbook snap and crack, but also what I look at as well, which I call a snap and crack, just because there's no, I don't know, whatever. So here. So let's say you have a chart. Let's say you have some sort of range or resistance. So let's take this line and pretend there's like candles here. Let's say this is like support or resistance, right? So a snap and crack, there's a few things that can happen. All right. Let's say the price is going like this and it comes above, right? And then just snaps and cracks. So I would buy this hard. I would buy this hard and put my stop loss right under the low of that, of where it was. And there's different ways. Like a snap and crack, it come down here, go under, right? And it can come back up. Well, that's your low, that's your stop loss. Your buy is as soon as it comes back up above this line over here. And chances are it might actually come down. But the good thing is, you know, you have your stop loss. So it's like it's a way to do a trade. So when I'm saying I'm expecting a snap and crack, that's basically it. Right? If that makes sense. And you could do this on the other side as well, right? Just to be clear. You could be coming up, snap, and cracks down, right? And makes this resistance. That's your stop loss on the upside, and then you go short. So there's different ways to play snap and cracks, if that makes sense. I'm not looking at OG gaming. Is gaming dead? It's just not its time. If it goes up, it's going to be... I was telling you guys, gaming and all this is going to go up towards the end of the bull market. Get into AI, get into these other coins. I was telling you, towards the end. Towards the end, on the final leg, you're going to see gaming go up, and you're going to be like, oh my God, gaming's going up. And everyone's going to be piling into gaming, and that's going to be close to the top. What's a fruit basket doing there? Okay, so I was in a 5-star hotel. They upgraded my room to a suite. I got the junior suite. They upgraded me to a suite, and they got me a fruit basket because, YouTube, basically. A lot of these rooms, by the way, I usually get junior suites or supreme rooms or supreme executive rooms, but they upgrade me to suites or presidential suites. It's not like I'm paying for this shit, right? I pay to a certain level, if that makes sense. When might you visit sister in USA after the war? When might you visit sister? My sister? She's in Texas. If you're talking about my sister, I should visit her. But she might visit me. We'll see. What do you think of gaming? I answered that, man. I don't think gaming's going to go up just yet. I think towards the end. When gaming starts running, that might be the last leg. That might be the last altcoin thing, if that makes sense. I'm not saying definitely, I'm just saying it might be. I want to travel after the bull run. I'm traveling to, in the bull run, right? So, just this year alone, we went to Romania, Poland, Dubai twice. I'm going again in October. Romania, Poland, Sweden, and, obviously I'm in Greece. I'm going to Germany next week, then Dubai again. That's just this year. So I'm already traveling. Am I holding PAL? Yes, I am holding PAL. I'm in Houston, Texas. Awesome. My sister is in Dallas. Can you check chart of Hex? No, dude, I can't. Not because I don't like it. It's just that I don't look at it because I don't think there's a point right now. I said my views on Hex as much as I love Richard Hart. And Pulse Chain. I think our concentration should be somewhere else right now. I might be wrong. I don't even know what Hex is doing. What is Hex doing? Okay, you got me thinking. Give me a second. Let me just see what's going on. You got me. I want to be fair. Okay. This is why I didn't want to check out Hex. This. Check out what? Why bother checking this? It's down almost 1,000%. This is it's sad, right? And I told you guys, at some point, I told you, get out of Hex, get more into Pulse, but even that's not going to do well. I'm sorry. I know you don't want to hear that. I know I was talking about Hex when it was pumping, but then I told you to take profits, and you started calling me a traitor because I told you to take profits, and we started going down. And then I said it's only going to make it as long as Richard Hart's around, and I got called a traitor and an idiot, and I'm sorry. But I was right. Let's hope it changes. I don't care what Cowan... Okay, I'm getting this a lot. This Cowan guy. He says this. He says... I don't care. First of all, my calls are just as good, even if not better. Second of all, I don't know who he is. Third of all, it doesn't matter because I don't want to look at somebody and get my TA influenced. I don't want somebody to tell me what the charts are going to do because if I do that, then I won't be able to concentrate on the charts. Show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. But if I start looking at other people's charts, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to get confused and I'm going to become biased, especially if this guy's good. So why would I look at him? I don't care what other people call and do. Let's see what he called. 3,500 Ethereum in September. Yes, very possible because I don't think this is a big enough dump. It's very possible. But again, he's saying he's just putting a price on what I said. I called for us to go down to 4,000. I'm saying it's not enough. Maybe we go 3,500. But why would I listen to this guy? Does he listen to me? Shit. But he said that, but Paul, but 110 and this and that, and dude, we're nailing every fucking call on this channel. And I don't want to sound like I'm a know-it-all or anything. I'm not. But like, are you here for my analysis or Cohen's analysis? Is Pengu all-time high dependent on Sol going up? It definitely helps. You definitely want Solana to go up as well. Not the dominance, but actually attention on the actual chain, if that makes sense. Bill S., my man, 250.79. Paul, do you like Toshi meme? I don't. I got Allo memes. I got Allo memes. The only memes I'm holding, it's not a matter of liking. I don't like any memes, right? The only meme coin I like is Doge and Pengu, if you can call it a meme. But the only memes I'm holding are these. Right? Brett, Stack, Doge, Pengu, Fartcoin, Bonk. And these two I'm just holding just for the fuck of it. It's these four I would recommend right now. There's a few more, but I'm not really a meme person. Meme is so last year, dude. We ran the meme mania, we took profits, we made the course on memes. I told you guys when we went down to 74K, grab utility, grab Ethereum, grab this, grab that. Why the memes are not doing as well? What's my take on moving some profits to real estate once the bull market ends? I think real estate is good if you rent out and you actually make money or make it into an Airbnb. I think it's cool. It's safe, I guess. Are we going to have a housing crash? Probably. Everything's going to go down, but at least you still have a house. So it depends on how. I would rather move profits into Bitcoin, obviously, or hold Bitcoin still, even in the bear market. Gold. Real estate, maybe it's very conventional, right? I would rather invest in a business. That's just me. Have you been to China? Not yet. Not yet, Thiago. Will the humorous fart and... I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Fartcoin. I don't know what that is. I only know Fartcoin. Everything else is... I don't know. Should I convert my Solana into pixels? No. I believe it's going to explode. Okay, but don't convert all your Solana into pixels because you might be wrong. I think Pump Fund token is good buy zone. Why not trade Pump? Because we don't buy losers. Once it passes certain resistances, but why would we do it when we're making so much money in the other coins we're in? Recommend about Ben Cohen. Yeah, Ben Cohen, I've heard of him. Yeah. Is that probably you and him are going to the few talking about? All right, so maybe he's a good TA guy. Okay, Joe, thank you for making that clear. I heard about him a few times. I didn't know what, you know, I heard about him for a few times. He's probably a good TA guy. Especially if he's, you know, calling for dumps like I am. But, but yeah, I try not to watch too many because I don't want my mindset to be skewed. To be totally transparent, I've said this many times before, there's a few people I think are really good. I guess this Ben guy is good. I know Crypto Lifer is very good for a day trader, right? I don't day trade, but I think he's a very good day trader. And if I follow anybody, it would be Alessio Rostani, just because it does Elliott wave theory, and I'm not really good at that. And I like to see what his Elliott wave theory says about my analysis and if we coincide, kind of. But I've made videos disagreeing with him and actually very good calls on my side, just so you know. But I think it's great. I think everyone should follow him. Plus the chart guys, I mean, they're amazing at technical analysis. And I remember as day traders especially, right, again. And if I have any short-term trades, I'll look at the chart guys as well sometimes. But essentially, I don't really look at other people. In a bear market, should buy Salik stock. Thank me. Okay, fine. I don't know what Salik stock is. Stock in Dubai. Okay, we'll check it out. We'll check it out in the bear market. Okay, thank you very much. I love you all. Thank you for another beautiful hour almost here. Please hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And yeah, just watch this video on repeat if you haven't already, just so you can have context. And I love you all. I did it like a musician. Love you all. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.